Hi, this is Dr. Reyes, and for this session, we're going to have a short video presentation that focuses on structure and agency in education reform. This short video lecture is designed as a stimulus for the 3 target articles that I encourage you to engage with for this particular week. The first article looks at street-level bureaucrats and institutional innovation implementing special education reform. This is really one of the classics of policy implementation, and it would be really good for you to have an engagement with that article. That article looks at street-level bureaucrats, the concept of street-level bureaucrats. The second article that I wanted you to look at is learning from experience, lessons from policy implementation. Again, another classic in policy implementation. This particular article looks at macro as well as micro factors in relation to the implementation of education reform. The focus, however, of this video lecture will be on Professor Richard Elmore's short piece about structural reforms and educational practice. This is a very good piece for you to start off as we start analyzing change. Professor Elmore is with the Harvard Graduate School of Education and is an example of a scholar/practitioner. He actually spends time in schools. When you take a look at this piece, there are actually 3 main ideas that I think would be great for you to engage with. The first one looks at why reformers like to change structures. The second looks at emerging evidence on structure and practice. And finally, rethinking the relationship between structure and practice. Again, these are some ideas that I think you would need to really deeply interrogate as you delve into this particular piece that I recommend that you engage with. For me, the most important message that Professor Elmore's article transmits is the idea of problematizing structural reform, particularly in education. And in doing this, he raises 3 things. And I invite you to react to these 3 points that I've identified. One is structural change and possible relationship with teaching and learning. And then he also problematizes structural change and student outcomes. And finally, he invites people to carefully investigate structural change and in the process discover conceptual and empirical components and its impact. Again, I invite you to really look at this video lecture as a stimulus and not a substitute for the assigned reading this week. Thank you.